welcome back. It's episode 3. 3 of these already for talking mental health. Now, I want to start off, there's not really a topic for this week. There's more or less just stats. It's going to be another short one, but there's just basically stats on mental health, stats on, how it affects the world, how it affects different things. So today it's probably going to be about maybe 9 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. It's not going to be a 22-minute episode to 23 minutes like it was last week. So yeah, let's get into the stats here. So let's do mental health by the numbers, okay? Now, keep in mind, I am referencing a couple websites for this. So mental health by the numbers. Approximately 1 in 5 adults in the U.S. experience mental illness in a given year. Approximately 1 in 25 adults in the U.S. experience a serious mental illness in a given year that substantially interferes or limits one or more major life activities. I can tell you right off the bat, with me, it's hard for me to get out of the house sometimes. But I still do it. I am medicated. I've been medicated for a while. I've been to therapy. I've done all that. That's cool. And I'm able to function. An estimated 26% of homeless adults staying in shelters live with a serious mental illness. Did you know that? Approximately 20% of state prisoners and 21% of local jail prisoners have a recent history of a mental health condition. I can really see why that is. Parents, they don't really care. They don't really want anything to do with it. Some of them don't even believe in it. And when it does become a problem, then they just want to hand them off, and then when they do that, then the kids become worse. They have bad attitudes. They have behavioral issues. And then there you go. Then what? Then they end up in juvenile. They end up in prisons. They end up, convicts. So, speaking of that, 70% of youth in juvenile justice systems have at least one mental health condition. I'm trying to shed some light on these stats because over the last few weeks, I have been reviewing some of the stats because of this mental health series, and it is substantially amazing at how the mental health, the stats, and just how many people that affect every day. Like, you could be walking down the street, going into Walmart, going into Target, going into Meijer. Doesn't matter. Wherever you go. There could be a store full of people, and I bet you half, if not more, have some sort of a mental issue. So, let's talk about this. Half of the chronic mental illnesses begin at age 14. 3/4 by the age of 24. I'm 26. So, I started noticing symptoms around middle school. So, middle school and then high school got worse, and then now, and I had something to do. I had to do something about it because it was just out of control. So, like the last episode, we talked about bipolar disorder. We're going to talk about consequences of lack of treatment. So, it cost Americans about a cost of $193 billion in lost earnings per year. Mental mood disorders, including major depression, are in the third most common causes of hospitalization in the U.S., both youth and adults from 18 to 44. Including major depression, bipolar disorder. So, if you live with it and you don't get any help for it, then it really becomes a problem. It affects not only you, it affects everybody around you. 1/3 of students' mental illness condition between age 14 and 21 and older who are severe by special education drop out. So basically, if you have mental illness and you're in a special education, you're more than likely going to drop out based off of this stats. Now, I am reading off of National Alliance on Mental Illness. So I'll link the website. at the bottom in the description if you're interested in learning a little bit more about mental health, learning a little bit more of mental health by the numbers, why things are how they are, really. It's a great website. I really recommend it to you. So yeah, those are crazy stats. Just, stats that, are just ridiculous. So more than 90% of children who die by suicide have a mental health condition. Each day, an estimated 18 to 22 veterans die by suicide. And my guess from veterans would be PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. They just can't handle it. Once they leave the Army, they come to the USA. They come back home, they just can't handle it. So if they go off to war and they come back, they really can't handle it. So this episode has been brought to you by Cirkul, the water bottle. I am on my second shipment of Cirkul. I love it. I use it every day. The link to that also will be in the description below if you're interested in the Cirkul water. Basically, you get cartridges in the mail. It's $5 to start. So, you get your $5, and you order yourself a bottle. You get 2 flavors, wild berry and fruit punch. They are amazing. It's amazing. Tastes great. My dad ordered from drinkcirkul.com or cirkuldrink.com, and his cartridges last him a week. So this episode is brought to you by Cirkul, the water bottle. I really, really, really love that. I think anybody should buy that. The link to that is in the description below. I will put my referral link on there. You'll get a discount. I'll get a little bit of money, but it's not required. If you don't want to follow that referral link, but that will be in the description below in case you want that. Now they do have peach. They have peach, strawberry, watermelon. They have all the fruity flavors. You can adjust the size and how much water you want. I believe it goes from 1 to 8, 8 being super fruity. And I usually ride it around probably about 6. 5 or 6 is perfect for me. But anyway, yeah, that's basically a rundown of Drink Cirkul, the water bottle. There you go. All right. So I just wanted to go over some stats today. Next week's episode, I believe we're going to talk about OCD. Because OCD, it runs wild for me, and I've been dealing with that for years, off and on for 2 years, 3 years straight up. So yeah, so next week's episode will be about OCD. I really, this is a short episode. I just really want to go over stats, let that sink in for a week. If you decide that you want to read more on that, just you can go on to National Alliance of Mental Health, and that website there will teach you a lot. If you just want to go ahead and, review that would be great. Anyway, I thank you all for listening. Even though this is a very short podcast, like and share and comment. If you have anything that you want to let me know or how I'm doing, if you want to let me know, you have a question you want to be involved in the show, you want to talk to me as the host, go ahead and email talkingmentalhealth27@gmail.com. Again, that is talkingmentalhealth27@gmail.com. There I will answer any questions that you have. I've already had somebody email in. That will be in next week's episode as well. She had some issues going on, and we tackled those on the email. Hopefully she's better. I will focus on that more, like I said, next week. Anyways, thank you all for listening. I love you all very much. Like I said, I'm not a licensed therapist. I just care. Have a good one.